The opinions you're about to hear is solely the opinions of your Handwrite podcast. Our intent is to inform and entertain, not to offend. So sit back, relax, and we finna get to this business, y'all.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be listening to us in the world. It's your Handwrite podcast with your boy C-Ham, aka Cal-L, with my brother by my side.
D-Ham, aka Ham Hefner. What's happening, bro? What's good with you?
Hefner, man. Everything is everything, man. Happy to be back in the lab with you, man. What's going on with you? What's good with you?
Oh, man, I can't call it, just a diamond in the rough, shining at the brightest at the darkest of times, That's it. Staying blessed, shining and grinding like we do.
My man, I live for these quotes, man. I swear you need to put them on t-shirts, dog, man.
Hey, we're working on that. You know what I'm talking about? In due time. What's good with you, though, bro?
Indeed, man. Everything is everything, man. I look forward to this time to get in here and kick it with you, man. Have a little taste, have some good, do some stuff on the grill. So I know give me some good eats after this.
Oh, speaking of eats and good eats and bad eats, The food challenge. So we did a food challenge day. We do the exotic food challenge, the delicacies and whatnot. Bro, tell them what we had today, bro.
Man, I don't even know how to approach this, man. But do it in the Snoop Dogg voice. What we had, man?
These nuts.
My man Jacob. Jacob wrote in. What they can't say is that we don't listen to him, man.
No, we
don't address the writing.
Right.
So Jacob, this one was for you. You did the write-in. I don't know if it was a joke or whatever. You wanted us to try Rocky Mountain oysters. And we did it. We did it, man. And to me, it really wasn't bad. But to my brother, it's something else. Y'all be sure to tune in for that.
Right? I feel violated.
You taking them to the face. I like calling them bull fries.
Oh, man. Well, Rocky Mountain oysters, boy, I can never eat them again. And, boy,
yeah,
I don't like regular oysters, boy.
And I won't be going to order none either, man. Like I said, I ain't finna pull up nobody drive-through and say, let me get a 6-piece.
But you know what?
Bull nut.
Like I said, you guys got any suggestions? You got some food you want us to try? Go ahead and reach us at Your Handwrite Podcast on Facebook, Your Handwrite Podcast on Instagram, Your Handwrite Podcast at gmail.com. Also, on Spotify, Your Handwrite Podcast, on iHeartRadio, Your Handwrite Podcast. Pretty much anywhere where podcasts can be downloaded and listened to, we there. We out here.
We out here.
We out in these streets, bro.
We out here. All right, man. So we got a lot of stuff to cover and a short time to do it. We ain't gonna be try to bend y'all ear hole too long. So happy Women's History Month.
Hey.
Let me lead with that. Happy Women's History Month. So just like all the other months or whatever, what we're gonna do is we're gonna acknowledge what the current month is, and it's Women's History Month. To all the great women out there making history yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Keep doing what you do. But I'm going to introduce y'all to Barbara Hillary. All right. So Barbara Hillary was a nurse, a publisher, an activist, and an Arctic explorer. In 2007, at the age of 75, Barbara Hillary became the first recorded, and I say recorded because I'm sure, something probably done happened before her at some point in time.
Right.
First recorded Black woman to reach the North Pole. Just 4 years later, in January 2011, she became the first recorded Black woman to reach the South Pole. Yeah, she dedicated her adventures to her mother. Unfortunately, on November 23rd, 2019, at the age of 88, Barbara Hillary died of lung cancer. Post-death in 2020, she was inducted to the National Women's Hall of Fame. Barbara Hillary, we salute you. All right. So let's get to some national news, man. The State of the Union address.
Oh, man, did you check it out?
I checked it out. I don't care what nobody say, man. Biden looking young and vibrant.
Hey, Joe Biden looked like Joe Biden, Vice President Joe Biden.
Right.
Man, Joe Biden, it's crazy. Like all the reviews and the critiques of it, everybody's giving it A+, saying how it was more of like a campaign speech than a State of the Union address. He didn't say Trump's name, but he said my predecessor like 16 times. but he called out the Republican Party. He called out all the bills that he tried to pass that they revoked or vetoed. Joe Biden, I gotta say, this was a time he needed to step up to the plate and knock it out the park. He did that.
He was shutting people down too, wasn't he?
Oh man, Majority Taylor Greene, as always, she likes to shout out and interrupt, the speeches and whatnot. He put it in a place when he threw that boomerang and threw it back at her. So Joe Biden was on point. I gotta say, he won my vote.
Yeah,
and I was on the, he was on
the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm independent, so but hey, he showed me something. I got to give him credit where credit's due. So, what you thought of it?
Man, what was funny to me, man, is if you watched it, anybody I hope y'all watched it, because we tell y'all all the time, get out and vote. Stop sitting back complaining all the damn time and get out and vote.
You can't complain if you don't vote.
Absolutely. But during the whole thing, man, you would see Democrats, standing up, clapping and all this and that, and, good job. But Republicans sitting over there, like somebody farted in their face, and shaking their head.
The stuff they wouldn't stand up on, it wasn't like it wasn't bipartisan stuff. It was like common sense American stuff. Like,
right. It made them look stupid. Really.
You don't want your kids drinking water with plastic in it, or like, it was crazy, man. But Joe Biden was beautiful, I gotta say.
Yeah, he hit a lot of good parts in there, man. And like you said, it was more of a campaign speech to me in the State of the Union. And I really wasn't undecided. I already knew who I was going to vote for, but I think that he kind of solidified that even more.
Now things could change between now and November. Don't get me wrong, but
it's a lot of time.
Right now, if I was voting today, I would say Biden State of the Union address swayed me to get his vote. But I was also thinking about voting for Dr. Cornel West. So
well,
we'll see what happens.
If he comes out and he does something, says something, but so how you feel about that, man? The possibility of, and I hate to put it like this, but the possibility of him winning is pretty slim and none. So casting a vote for him would be, simply because you believe in what he believes in and everything like that.
And that's the candidate I want to vote for. Right. I have that right as an American.
Absolutely. So
it's not a waste to vote. That's who I feel like that's who values and, how he thinks is how, I think and what's best for me and my family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I say, that's who I vote for.
Man,
but who's best for America?
Yeah. Man, it was a couple key points, and we're gonna get off this in a minute, but it was a couple key points that he brought out. He said no billionaire should pay less federal taxes than a teacher or a nurse. I don't know why that stood. Well, I do know why that stood out to me, but that is the case in there. In shrinkflation, the people gonna be seeing that in the news here. How they paying more for a bag of chips than
and getting less.
Yeah, getting less.
Smaller bag, smaller quantity, but you're paying more.
Yeah, so he addressed that and everything. So all right, good job, Joe Biden. Again, vote. Okay, vote, people, vote. All right, so spring break on the horizon.
Spring break.
All right, Miami. I seen commercials here about that, man.
Boy, they ain't playing. No, they ain't playing in Miami, boy.
They are not playing, but they are also people still go. It's this weekend.
Yeah.
So people still there. People still doing
but they didn't put down curfews, and a lot of businesses just shut down for the week and all kind of foolishness, man. They got like checkpoints, DUI, weapons, drug check, man, curfews.
And here's a big one. They closing liquor stores at 8:00.
Man, people talking about they want their money back.
You know what it looked like, dog?
What?
Freaknik. Them closing down Freaknik.
I ain't never been to Freaknik. Now I done been to Daytona Beach, Black Beach Week, and all the classic and all that stuff there. And it wasn't nothing shut down. Everything was wide open. I'm talking about everything.
Well, I'm talking about the city pushing to shut it down like they shut down Freaknik.
Oh, it's shut down. Like they brought in extra highway patrol and extra deputies and sheriffs from neighboring counties. Like they got a curfew. Like you talking about 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is when everything shut down.
Oh,
the strip
dang,
and
I didn't know the
everything.
curfew was
Man,
at 8
people talking
o'clock.
about they want their money back. They got commercials talking about you're not gonna come and mess up my city. We don't want you here. Like businesses, hotels, they're closed this week. Ain't nowhere to stay. Ain't nowhere to eat. Okay, play
Their
with it.
economy is gonna be shot for this.
Man, they rather take the loss. They're South Beach, so they gonna eat regardless. So okay, you miss 1 week out of 52. Okay, play with it. People talking about they want their money back, or they all over social media talking about they ain't pay for this. It's like they're a prisoner. Hey, that's what you get when people act stupid, man.
Well, and that's crazy. So
one bad apple and a whole bunch of bad apples.
ruin it out, shootouts and everything like that. So I don't think you're gonna get your money back. So you might as well just get in your car and go back home, man.
Take that L.
That's it, man. Well, speaking of
try again Memorial Day weekend.
you gotta do something, huh?
Right.
All right. Well, speaking of Miami, let's talk about this. We brought y'all the Kansas City Chiefs playoff game where we told you about some of the hospitalizations from the Chiefs Dolphins wildcard game where it was minus 4 degrees, right? People ended up going to the hospital. Well, reports have come out now, man, that some of those people got amputated, are amputees now.
Yeah. Fingers, hands, ligaments got amputated.
Yeah, from frostbite, man.
Yeah.
Could you go out to the game that cold?
No.
No, man. That's what I'm saying, man. And the thing about it is I think they're going to start putting sanctions or something on the games and everything because just like with Buffalo, they shut the Buffalo game down the same week because of blizzard conditions, man.
Boy, unless it's part of my job, and even then, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be done with it. Play stupid game, win stupid prizes.
Minus 4 degrees, you get frostbite, you lose.
You could have missed that game. Y'all still won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And still kept your fingers, your digits,
and your toes.
Boy.
All right, man. All right, so Caitlin Clark's back in the news, dog.
Oh, man. You saw what she did this week?
Yes, I did see what she did, man. And I mean, just when we didn't think she could break another record, man, Friday she broke the NCAA single season 3-point record with 163, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, beating out Steph Curry, and
Darius McGee.
Yep, Darius McGee, absolutely, man. So with March Madness on the horizon, man, what you think they're gonna do?
I will look good this year, man. We'll see. But March Madness is a different type of beast. It's always a Cinderella team. It's always a team, that was okay or barely got in. That's gonna make a nice run. So that's what make March Madness because it's mad.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see, man. And like you said last week, that's the only thing she got left to win, man. It's a national championship, man. She done shut all the other records down, man.
We'll see what happens, bro.
Yeah, we'll see. And speaking of records, LeBron James.
Oh man, first player ever to score 40,000 career points.
40G, man. 40,000 points. And so, GOAT talk again. What does he stack with Michael Jordan, man? Does somebody have a legitimate argument to say he's the greatest?
I mean, people gonna go back and forth all day about it, but at the end of the day, he got too many finals losses and sweeps up under his belt.
Yeah.
Jordan was 6-0. And he scored 40,000 points, but he also played longer. Mike took some years off when he played baseball.
Golf.
When he played for the Wizards a couple years.
Yeah, man.
But at the end of the day, Jordan 6-0, man. He 100% in the finals. So
wow.
That's where I'm at with mine.
Well,
but LeBron is one hell of a player. Don't get me wrong. Like, not taking anything from him, but you say GOAT. Pretty much the best way I can sum it up is like this. It's Pac and everybody else.
Bam.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm about to toast you out on that one, man. So give you some couple facts about LeBron James real quick, though. He achieved his goal in 1,475 regular season games. 1,205 of those, he scored double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So congratulations to you, LeBron, for being the second best player in the NBA ever play. Now, Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. You're a boxing fanatic, man. You really get into that, man.
Right.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will be fighting. How do you feel about that, man?
I mean, what you mean how I feel? It's about that money.
Yeah, of course, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. You think it's good? I hope it don't be an exhibition bout, man.
It is. Of course, it's an exhibition. It can't be professional.
No, I'm talking like go out and treat it like an exhibition
Hey,
bout.
Mike Tyson 57, but like Mike Tyson said, he started Jake Paul into this boxing ring because he trained him in his first few fights. Mike Tyson
I
trained
didn't
him,
know that.
so he said he gonna finish him. So we'll see what happens. But hey, last time I saw a video of Mike Tyson on that heavy bag, that boy looked like a beast.
Mike Tyson looked like he was shutting organs down.
Oh
dog.
man, we'll see what happens.
All right, so to you who want to check that out, yep, that's gonna come all the way up. Matter of fact, it's something out there on the social media, man, with Mike Tyson Punch Out. They got Mike Tyson on there, and what's the first dude on Mike Tyson?
Glass Joe.
Yeah, Glass Joe. Standing up there with Glass Joe. It's kind of funny. I really don't, surf social media like that when it comes to looking at other people's stuff. But I mean, I need to start. All right, man. So that's gonna be on Netflix, and that's gonna be January 20th. So y'all
Netflix Live.
Yeah. What's the difference?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out that day, huh,
Yeah,
bro?
probably something. We got something extra we got to pay for, man.
Better not. That 15 they getting out of me a month, boy. Y'all better tighten up.
Hey, they already put like restrictions on there, like shit.
I gotta pay and then I gotta pay extra. Okay, play with it. I cancel them. I drop them like a bad habit.
Hey, go dark on them.
0 dark 30. Cut the cord. Know how I do it.
Do that. All right, so we talked about Joe Biden a little earlier. We're about to give y'all a little bit of information on his predecessor, man. So talk about Charles Barkley on the Gayle King show, man.
No, that's their show. Him and Gayle King got a show together. That's their show.
Oh, I thought he was a guest.
No, that's their show.
Right, you can see what I be doing in the middle of the day. I won't be watching, be able to watch that, but I did watch that piece. But Charles Barkley said he will punch any person in the face wearing a Trump mug shot on a shirt, and he brought black people into it, talking about we put people's faces on a shirt and everything.
Well, no, that's because what Trump said at a rally for black Republican voters, saying he knows what black people go through and he's being oppressed and victimized like we have through the years where we've been wrongfully accused and injustices have been performed against us and whatnot. He knows what we're going through. That's why Charles Barkley's so upset about it. Like,
man,
and he's selling them T-shirts. Like Trump is selling them T-shirts,
and we buying them.
I don't know, but we sound like too many people.
Well, when I say we, people that look like me and you.
All right, man. Like I haven't seen nobody with none.
Me either. I think it's
we all know.
tactic.
Okay.
No, I'm saying
it's some out there. It was he said and did this at a black Republican voting thing.
As a matter of fact, I saw one when I was watching the State of the Union.
See,
I saw a black man with one of them on.
See,
at the State of the Union. You're absolutely right. Wow. Well, he said he gonna punch him in the face, man, and bail himself out and go.
Said it gladly. But it's the same one told you, America, I will kick your ass. I am not a role model. You mess with me, I will kick your ass. When he threw somebody through the window. Charles Barkley keep it 100, man.
Yeah, he always keep it 100, man. So shout out to you, Charles Barkley, for always keeping it 100, man. I appreciate you for that, man. So next up in entertainment news, we got Dylan.
2,500 rappers out here. Dylan.
Oh man, so Dylan. Well, I don't know who. It depends on the demographic that's watching this right now. Making a Band was a show that Puffy real show that came out on MTV that Puffy put out. Where people competed to make a band that Puffy came up with. And Dave Chappelle did a spoof on Dylan that was freaking hilarious.
He did a spoof on Making the Band.
Well, all of them, yeah. But it was hilarious to me. And Dylan's coming out now saying that ruined his career, though.
Well, your career kind of was ruined from the get up, from just saying that crazy stuff. Like the stuff you saying was crazy. Wyclef, remember Wyclef had to check him in the studio? Tell me, you can make this record or you cannot make this record. I mean, hey, at least you remember it. I mean, what else have you done that?
He spits hot fire.
Boy. Hey, I mean, I feel what he's saying, but at the same time, like, hey, you had your 15 minutes and
Man, I don't even feel what he's saying, dog. His career killed his career.
Like, oh yeah, like he wasn't like you were hot.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
what
were
I'm
fish.
saying.
Like Puff said, you wasn't fish grease.
Yeah, no, his career killed his career, man. Matter of fact, Dave Chappelle actually gave him a little extra fame. I
Yeah,
don't know
gave you
what
some longevity.
yeah, so I don't know what he's talking about, man. So, Dylan, man, go somewhere, go do something.
Go spit some more hot fire.
Yeah, go spit hot fire. You want some of this hot fire? And if you want to talk about it, you can give us a call. You can hit us up at yourhandwrightpodcast@gmail.com. We'll get you on.
Or you can walk your ass that way about that cheesecake, or you get your swag on and just walk that way about that cheesecake.
All right, man. So Rick Ross and Tyreek Hill have a little bit of beef going on.
Man, that's
How you
crazy.
feel about that, man? I know you saw it.
Well, you know what? I kind of feel what Tyreek's saying, but then I feel what Rick Ross saying too. You know, yeah, Tyreek didn't like to me. You got my phone number. You could have hollered at me. You ain't have to go down there and videotape, you know, my house on fire and then go holler at the firemen down there. Like, you could have hollered at me. Like Rick Ross said, you my neighbor. I'm checking it out. I asked if your mama needed somewhere to sit down and, you know, Rick Ross plugged in, you know, his little Wingstop plug or whatever. But that's Rick Ross. Like, you know, he gonna, you know, plug in something. Like he said, you got, you know, good insurance. You wealthy. Your insurance, you know, you
That
cover.
was the realest stuff he could have said right there. He said your mama, your old lady, your kids, everybody was okay. You know, you a millionaire, you got money, you go buy marble floors, do whatever you gonna do. And
Tyreek Hill said he ain't gonna mess with him no more. He done effing with him. So
okay,
I don't think he gonna lose no sleep.
I don't think he gonna lose a Wingstop over it, man. But you know, all right. So that was that, man. All right, man. So let's get into some questions from last week's episode, man. You want to? I'm gonna run the first. No, I'll run the first one, and you can run the second one. How about that, man?
All right, go ahead.
All right. So the DM, could you for last week? Could you be a co-signer for a boyfriend or a girlfriend? All right, Tasha, and she put her name so I can call you out. Shout out to you, Tasha. All right, absolutely not. I like what you said. If they will disrespect their own credit, what makes you think they will be good with yours? Tasha. All right. Absolutely, Tasha. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But there's a second one here that I want to run down, man. So what about somebody who has no credit but pays cash for everything and then comes up on where they have to apply for credit and need a cosign?
Thing is, like they say, no credit is almost as bad as having bad credit.
Either way it goes, you need a cosigner, right?
Hey,
all right. And we eye on that. I feel the same way. No credit is like bad credit. So whoever wrote in for that one, you know, that's our thoughts on that, man. All right. What's next? Top 5 supermodels, right?
Yep. So top 5 supermodels wrote in from my homeboy Yulene, Melissa Ford, Esther Baxter, Vita Guerrero, J-Lo, and Tyra Banks. The corner question. It sounds to me that she really doesn't want to get married. 2 years ago, you cheated after 1 year into the relationship and didn't say anything. Now you want to catch a case of honesty because you say the guilt is eating you up. Stop lying to yourself. You trying to sabotage the wedding. Let that man go and enjoy his life and you pursue your lesbian tendencies. Anonymous. Boy, she spoke on it. That's pretty much what we said.
Yeah, man. I you ain't gonna use the word love or whatever, but I love our listeners, man. You know, because they keep it just as real as we do.
No, man. I love our listeners, man. I appreciate our listeners and stuff like that. Like,
yeah. I mean, and here's the thing, y'all listen to us because you know we're gonna give you the real, but at the same time, we accept it back. So, hey, thank you for that write in. You know, that hit right on, man. All right, dog. So we up to your could you for this week, man. What you got for us?
So the could you this week is, could you donate an organ for a boyfriend or girlfriend?
Ooh, you lean into it.
Oh, hell no.
You ain't even clear your throat.
No, no need. Like, hell no. I got kids and like siblings and shit like that. Like, so let's say it's a kidney, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
So I give you my kidney, but then
I
only got 2, so I give you 1. I got 1 left, and then what happens? My kids or siblings or mama, you know, some like might need it. Like,
yeah.
Then, okay, what happens? We break up. People take back jewelry and all gifts and all that.
You can't take back no kidney or organ.
No, like no. That's why no.
Yeah. Well,
I had a cosign before I give you a damn organ, and don't even ask me no shit like that.
Oh man, well I tell you what, man. On this, I think we both on the same wavelength with that, man. I just think that it's too much room for a breakup, a disagreement, or anything like that, and then now you gone, and my brother needs an organ, or my daughters need an organ, or I mean anybody in my family needs an organ. So to answer your question, could I donate an organ to a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Probably not. Probably not. You know, that's just my take. All right. So that's the question that's posed to y'all this week. Could you donate an organ to a boyfriend or a girlfriend? You can reach us at yourhandwrightpodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you would do on that, or you can hit us up on Facebook or Instagram, or like we say, anywhere that our podcast is can be found. Is we out there. Just comment on it. We read every comment and we try to reply to all of them as well. So if we don't get to you, we gonna get to you
sooner or later.
Yeah, sooner or later, man. All right, man. What's next? You got me.
All right, man. So top 5 this week in honor of the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Top 5 boxers of all time. Your favorite?
Okay. So, and we talked about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of people out here, y'all probably, you know, when I name my list, you probably gonna either throw your phone down or give us some comment or something like that. So let me tell you why I did who I did. I'm a 70s baby, you know, born in 72. So probably about, I don't know, 7 or 8, maybe even 9, I even started liking boxing or something like that. So that's where I started watching. You know, I didn't catch the Muhammad Ali's, you know, I didn't catch the Joe Frazier's, the Sugar Ray Robinson, you know, all of them that were before then. So my top 5, I think I prefaced it enough. Roy Jones Jr. Man, that matter of fact, Roy Jones Jr. is my number 1 in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Roy Jones Jr. is my number 1.
Yeah, it's hard. Right.
Yeah. Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Evander Holyfield. You know, I like his toughness, man. Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, like you, little pretty boy in there fighting and everything.
You know.
And Mike Tyson. The only thing I didn't like about Mike Tyson was, you know, it ended so fast. You know, you yawn or close, blink your eyes, he done knocked the dude out and you done missed the whole fight. So my top 5 again: Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Evander Holyfield, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Mike Tyson.
That's a good list, man. And I feel you. Like, I felt the same way. Like, I know about, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, you know. But
every time we talk boxing, somebody want to pull Rocky Marciano.
But we talk about like what we saw, our favorites, you know. Right. So like my list pretty much the same with yours, except like I would have had added Marvin Smuggler Hagler instead of Evander Holyfield, Hitman Hearns, of course.
Yeah, I like Hitman
Winky Wright is underrated. Ain't he from, you know, St. Pete?
Yeah,
Bird boy. Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Okay.
You know, like, you know, and then pretty much like everybody who you mentioned or whatnot. So,
but we only get 5, man.
I get some honorable mentions, and I mean, you pretty much named everybody. Like, you know, I was gonna name Roy Jones, like one of my all-time favorites. Like,
yeah, man, I like
Roy Jones won multiple championships, and you know, and if Roy Jones would have retired when he was supposed to, he'd be up there with like. When you say Ali and like,
yeah, he hung on a little.
Joe Louis, Roy Jones, but he took a couple L's on the back end. But hey, he's still great.
Yeah.
But that's it, man, bro. You know, as always, we pretty much have the same, you know, list for the most part.
He
I know,
held
right?
on a little too long, man. So all right, so y'all hit us up with y'all top 5 and everything, and you only get 5. All right, you only get 5. So just like it's hard for us, we finna make it hard for you. You only get 5, man. All right, man. So you know what time it is, dog.
Trying to hit that corner.
You ready to ride?
Yeah.
All right, let's dim these lights real quick, man. And take a ride on the corner, man. All right, y'all. So this one comes from, and I learned my lesson, Anonymous. All right. My homeboy put me in a messed up situation. My wife and I double dated with him and his wife so they can get to meet each other. And just like me and him, they hit it off. They became really close, really fast. Fast forward, me and my wife went to the movies. And when we got there and got our tickets, guess who we saw in a line getting popcorn?
Oh.
My homeboy.
Oh.
But he wasn't with his wife.
Oh.
He was holding hands with another woman.
Oh, Lord. That's the Orange Juice Jones. The rain.
Oh,
he
man.
flamboyant with that
Oh,
thing.
man. I'm curious to know what you're going to answer that here. My wife was about to make a scene, but I stopped her. I called him to the side and she told him, either you tell your wife, or I will. That night, I told her that we should mind our business. Their situation has nothing to do with us. She said it didn't have anything to do with us until we saw it. She also said, if your boy saw me with somebody, would you want him to tell you or mind his business? I couldn't respond. What can I say to her to stop her from blowing his life up? Help me out, y'all. What do you think?
You want me to go first? You want to go first? It don't matter to me.
You go first, because I think yours. I already know your answer, man.
Look here, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Like, you know her through me. She your friend because he my friend. He my homeboy. And like, you say something, then we all fall out, and then they still end up being together. Like, that ain't none of your business. Stay out of that. Because obviously, if he flamboyant with that thing like that, where they holding hands, getting their Orange Juice Jones on the rain in public at the movie theater, other people gonna see it. What's done in the dark come to the light. Like, that's not your place to say nothing. Like, you need to stay out of it. Now, we keep it real. I'll be the first one to tell you. Sometimes I be on some do as I say, not as I do type shit.
That's what I was gonna say, man. What you?
And of course you gonna be like, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, you gonna try to take up her.
No, man. Girl. Go ahead, man.
Look here. At the end of the day, like, yeah, but at the same time, everybody who say something, you can't take them at their word, because something things you got to see for yourself. So I'm gonna say this in mind. Tell your lady, your wife. He said they married. What, they married?
Yeah, they married, man. Both of them married.
Yeah, tell your wife that stay out of that. That ain't got nothing to do with us. And you know her through me. That's my friend. He my friend. And that's how you know her. Like, stay out of it. Period, point blank, in the store.
Okay. I think it's two sides to that.
And of course you do.
I think it's two sides to that. And I say it's two, because I agree with you in what you're saying. Let me start with that. I agree with you in what you're saying. But at that point, I think that the friendship is over.
Yeah.
I don't think that the homeboys, they'll probably still be homeboys, but the wives, that relationship is over at that point. I don't think that if this woman is anything, she ain't gonna be able to go around this woman, and they said they was close, and be fake and know what's going on without saying something, and it's gonna be awkward now because he gonna be like, look, think about what I'm saying, man. Think about what I'm saying, dog. They go over there now, and the husband and wife, the husband that was out there or whatever, they're acting a certain way, that relationship is going to be kind of awkward now because old girl's sitting back knowing exactly what he did and not saying anything. That's why I say that relationship is over. All right. I agree that she should keep her mouth shut and move on. But at the same time, I don't agree with her going around and being fake. I think their relationship should be over at that point.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Okay. I believe in karma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who's to say what he's doing is not karma for something she's doing? It's just she ain't been seen in the movie theaters holding hands. So who's to say what he's doing is karma for something that she's doing? That's what I mean.
But the karma card could be played anyway, man.
That's
that's like which came first, the chicken or the egg? Who started the karma? Who started?
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Well,
before I be worrying about.
Again, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm not, I don't want to fight. I agree with you on that.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you on that. But again, I think the relationship is over at that point. So to you, anonymous.
Homeboy, tell your lady, your wife, mind her damn business. Y'all mind your business.
Absolutely.
Stay out of it.
And y'all keep it moving. And I say this to your wife. If you have her listening in right now, and I'm sure you do because you probably asked our opinion. Don't think that just because he out there doing whatever, whenever he say I'm hanging out with old boy, that he's out there doing the same thing. He has choices and he makes his own choices. And he was holding hands with you at the movie. He wasn't holding hands with nobody else.
Yeah.
So just like we said in previous episode, don't bring somebody else's situation into
your household.
Into yours. So I don't know what you looking for us to tell your mind, but
yeah, homeboy. But your homeboy, he put you. It's unfair to you to be put in a situation that ain't got nothing to do with you,
right?
Because your homeboy out there being foolishness and flamboyant, but you shouldn't be, take the heat as a crash dummy behind it. So, hey, tell your old lady, your wife, stay out of it, and hopefully you don't get the backlash from it. But like my brother said, it ain't gonna never be the same.
No,
however it transpires and transforms, it ain't gonna be the same. So good luck to you. Appreciate you listening. And like I say, man, hope it works out.
Yeah, I appreciate you listening too. And as a matter of fact, I'd be curious to know how it pans out. Let us know. Hit us up and let us know how it panned out. We'll shout you out again and keep you anonymous on there. So, all right, man. Yeah, thanks for putting me back in the light, dog, because that was another tough one, man. Well, I appreciate y'all writing in because y'all don't make it easy for us.
No, yeah, it be some good, man. It's been some great ones last few weeks.
Yeah, they don't make it easy for us, man. So, all right. So, what you want me to get a motivational quote before you close people out?
Yeah. Go ahead and get that motivational quote of the week, bro.
All right. So, the motivational quote for this week comes from Mike Tyson, 6-time heavyweight boxing champ. All right. In order to succeed greatly, you have to be prepared to fail greatly. If you can't do both of them, you got a problem. And that comes from Mike Tyson, 6-time heavyweight boxing champ. And I follow that with, it's rare that goals are accomplished without some failures along the way. Don't be afraid to fail, y'all. Failure equals learning, and learning equals success. So
that's a mouthful there, bro.
That's what I leave them with, man.
Hey, as always, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all taking time out y'all busy lives to sit here and listen to us, get a little entertainment news, a little sport news, a little comedic twist with this and that. We appreciate y'all writing in and showing love. Truly, we do. And as always, y'all stay grinding, stay shining, stay blessed. We're going to get up.
Indeed. And in the words of my man, Stevie Wonder, hate knows love's a cure. So y'all stop hating out there and get to loving. We out, y'all.
We'll get up. Great show, bro. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Already.
You didn't think I was going to do this.